On weekends, you'll find me in the kitchen baking a pie. This weekend, however, I'm going out to the garage to install a Summit Racing digital speedometer. Hi, I'm just your ordinary grandma, and today I'm going to show you how to hook up a Summit G2981-2 digital speedometer. Looks just like this. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. Okay, guys. Now, the first thing you do when you get your kit from Summit is open it up and read the instructions. I know it goes against everything you ever learned, but you got to read the instructions. This is the digital age. Now, what do you get in the kit? You get this handsome 3 3/8 inch digital speedometer with mounting bracket on the back side and a bezel on the front, along with your instructions, which you have to read now, remember. Along with this, you will also need the General Motors or Universal sender. This one is the Ford sender, and this one for the cruise control, which will allow you to use your current cable and connect to the cruise. Okay, now the first thing you're going to do is actually, your tranny probably won't be sitting on the table like this, but you're going to remove the cable that you will see over here on the tail shaft of your transmission, either right side or left side. This one happens to be on the left side. And it comes off just like that. Okay, next trick is you take your GM or Universal sender and plug it into this connection back here where we just took the cable out, and it goes on very easily. The red wire goes to a switched 12-volt connection. The black one is the ground to your engine. The white one goes to the speedometer. Installing the speedometer is as easy as making an apple pie, believe me. But for the purposes of today's instructions, we're on the bench and we're going to use a 12-volt power source and a function generator so that you can see it, because I can't get the camera and everything else in my little car. Okay, now then, to the wires on the back of the unit. The purple one is for the dimmer so that it will dim up to 50% when you connect it to your parking lights. Black is ground. Red goes to the switched 12-volt, and the white one connects to the sending unit that you just installed on the back of your transmission. Now that the speedometer is installed, we're going to go through the modes. Now, we have this little black button over here, which is very tiny and hard to see against the black background, but it's very important because that's how you figure out what you're doing. And when you push it, it goes into different modes. That's the trip meter, and this is odometer. If you hold it in for 2 seconds while it's on odometer mode, it will go into its other displays. High speed, 0 to 60, with no cops around, please. Quarter mile speed, odometer, calibration. It's very important to remember not to try to calibrate your speedometer until you have some speed registered on it. Your speedometer comes from the factory, calibrated for 8,000 pulses per mile. Now, when it's in cal mode, you can press the button and start it recording your mileage. Now you can see here that it's counting the pulses as you're running your mile, but you got to make sure it's a measured mile. When you get to the end of your measured mile, tap the little button lightly so that it will stop registering the pulses. Now, you can see that it has registered your pulses per mile so that it can give you an accurate speed reading. Now then, it will say this to you in the instructions, but while it's on the ODO mode showing on there, you can actually set your vehicle's mileage to whatever you want it to be. Okay, guys, now you've installed the sending unit, you've installed the speedometer, and calibrated the speedometer so you know how fast you're going, and that's it, as easy as pie. Okay, guys, you can go have pie. I'm going for a ride.